As you know, some of my favorite videos to make on the channel is where I talk about movies, and there are so many movies that I love that I just cannot make a whole video based around movies that are just fucking dog shit like this. So I figured let's just rattle off a few pieces of shit and just throw it at a wall. Let's start with something that people consider to be a classic. Training Day. Training Day is the worst movie ever made. I don't understand the point in having Snoop Dogg in the movie and him just being lazy as fuck and just sitting in a wheelchair. He could have done way much more. He could have been the main villain. The Princess Bride is the worst movie ever made. I think the most inconceivable thing about this movie is the fact that they decided to cast Andre the Giant in this movie. Like, this guy does not know how to act. Logan is the worst movie ever made.
Well, you don't get it. He takes a cross at the end and then he turns it into an X. That makes it so emotional. I'm really crying.
The Simpsons movie is the worst movie ever made. Look, if I wanted to watch a feature-length version of an episode of The Simpsons, I would have gone to something way more funnier like Family Guy. That shit funny because Talking Dog, Stewie, and Pete, Palm Beach Pete. The Revenant is the worst movie ever made.
You don't fucking understand. Leo ate a fucking raw fish and he's a vegan. That's why he won Best Actor at the Oscars. He really deserved it.
Honora is the worst movie ever made. Look, I'm not complaining that I saw Mikey's Madison in this movie, but what is this movie? Sorry to Bother You is the worst movie ever made. Now, I don't think you necessarily bothered me, but I think you should apologize more so for making this movie. What is that twist? Monsters Inc. is the worst movie ever made. The biggest issue I have is that the monsters in here are just not scary at all. We could have gone way darker. Like, we could have had the fucking Predator in this bitch. We could have had the Xenomorph in this. Better yet, add Jared Fogle. Heat is the worst movie ever made. I think this movie was very misleading because this movie has nothing to do with a high temperature at all. It's just cops and robbers. Nightcrawler is the worst movie ever made. I think this movie is very misleading because I thought that this was going to be about the X-Men character, and instead we got Jake Gyllenhaal smashing a mirror and screaming. The Breakfast Club is the worst movie ever made. I think this movie is very misleading because I don't think they ever ate breakfast in this movie. The Nice Guys is the worst movie ever made. This movie was very misleading. These guys, they didn't seem really nice at all. Good Will Hunting is the worst movie ever made. This movie is extremely misleading because, like, I don't think they go hunting at all. Crazy Stupid Love is the worst movie ever made. This movie is crazy. This movie is stupid. Did I love it? No. Rango is the worst movie ever made. Johnny Depp is a fucking lizard. One Battle After Another is the worst movie ever made.
You don't understand. This movie won Best Picture at the Oscars. It's so good.
Marty Supreme is the worst movie ever made. I cannot believe Timothée Chalamet lost an Oscar for his boring ass performance. RoboCop is the worst movie ever made. All I'm saying, I could take down RoboCop. Ed 209, I could take that motherfucker down. You saw how he just fell down them stairs. The Batman is the worst movie ever made.
You don't get it. He's a fucking detective. The Batman's a fucking detective. Like, it's the greatest movie of all time. I fucking love the Batman.
Project Hail Mary is the worst movie ever made. Now, admittedly, I will say this, the best part about Project Hail Mary is just the part when Rocky is literally fisting his fucking asshole.
Oh my god.
The Martian is the worst movie ever made. I don't give a fuck about a guy trapped on Mars who's trying to survive. You know what I give a fuck about? I give a fuck about Five Nights at Freddy's. The Godfather is the worst movie ever made. This movie, it insists upon itself. The Godfather Part 2 is the worst movie ever made. You know, with this movie, they just decided, like, hey, we insisted upon ourselves on the first movie, let's just double it and give it to the next movie. Spaceballs is the worst movie ever made. I don't get what's so funny about this movie. Star Wars is still the greatest franchise ever made, and why would anyone make fun or let alone show any sort of negativity towards Star Wars?
A fat bitch in space.
Clue is the worst movie ever made. I was really disappointed because this movie had nothing to do with the board game. Like, no one pulled out an Uno reverse card or a draw 4. That would have just ended the whole fucking movie. The Shawshank Redemption is the worst movie ever made. When they say get busy living or get busy dying, they really meant get busy living and not watch this fucking movie. Sicario is the worst movie ever made. I think what's more intense than the border crossing scene in this movie is when you're eating Chipotle and you're waiting for that moment to come when you're in the middle of eating it and then you feel like you gotta take a shit just for you to look down into the toilet bowl and see nothing but blood. 12 Angry Men is the worst movie ever made. This whole thing could have just been avoided if they just sat down with each other and they just took a deep breath and talked. They shared their thoughts, and that's it. There's no reason to be all angry. The only thing that makes me angry is when I watch this fucking movie because this movie is fucking boring as shit. Tropic Thunder is the worst movie ever made. See, I still don't understand. How does fucking Robert Downey Jr. get nominated for Best Supporting Actor just for doing blackface? Like, that's not fucking cool at all.
I'm just like a little boy playing with his dick when he's nervous.
The Lion King is the worst movie ever made. This movie is just a pure ripoff of the live action Lion King movie, which ultimately was just a remake to Black Panther. Taxi Driver is the worst movie ever made. Yes, I'm talking to you. Fuck this movie. Click is the worst movie ever made. I can't even think of anything to say for this one. Schindler's List is the funniest. Shit. Yeah, I gotta edit that one out. And last but not least, Parasite is the worst movie ever made. I didn't watch this one. And there you go. Those are some movies that you can now remove from your Letterboxd watch list because they fucking suck. And I would say leave a comment down below and let me know what movies you think I should watch. But realistically, you shouldn't even bother because they're just pieces of shit anyway. So what's the fucking point? You're just wasting your life, man. Go get a job.
I don't read a script. Script reads me.
What the hell does that even mean?
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!